Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive into the common issues and solutions for a Bootstrap close button that isn't working as expected. We'll cover the common culprits, provide code examples, and offer troubleshooting steps to get your close button functioning correctly. Understanding the Bootstrap close button. The Bootstrap close button is a simple yet crucial UI element, typically used within modals, alerts, or other components where you need to dismiss or remove content. It's essentially a styled button that's designed to trigger a JavaScript event that hides or removes the parent element. Common reasons a Bootstrap close button might not work. 1. Missing or incorrect JavaScript *. This is the most frequent cause. Bootstrap's components, including the close button, often rely on JavaScript to function dynamically. If Bootstrap's JavaScript library isn't included in your project or is not loaded correctly, the close button won't work. 2. Incorrect HTML structure *. The HTML structure must adhere to Bootstrap's specifications. The button must have the correct class attributes, .btn close, and potentially database dismiss attributes to interact properly with the Bootstrap JavaScript. 3. JavaScript conflicts *. Other JavaScript libraries or custom scripts might be interfering with Bootstrap's JavaScript, preventing it from properly handling the close button's click event. 4. Event delegation issues *. If the close button is dynamically added to the DOM, example through JavaScript, the event listener might not be attached correctly. You might need to use event delegation to ensure the click event is handled for dynamically added elements. 5. CSS overrides *. While less common, custom CSS could be overriding Bootstrap styling and potentially interfering with the button's behavior. For example, pointer events, none on the button or its parent could prevent clicks. 6. Bootstrap version incompatibility *. Using code examples or documentation for a different Bootstrap version than what you have installed can cause issues. Be sure your code aligns with the Bootstrap version you're using, example Bootstrap 5 versus Bootstrap 4. Troubleshooting steps and solutions. Let's go through a systematic approach to diagnose and fix your non-functional Bootstrap close button. Step 1. Verify Bootstrap JavaScript inclusion. Check your HTML. Ensure you've included Bootstrap's JavaScript after jQuery and popper.js, if needed, and before the closing /body tag in your HTML. CDN. The example above uses a CDN, Content Delivery Network. This is generally the simplest way to include Bootstrap. Local installation. If you've downloaded Bootstrap and have it locally, make sure the paths to the JavaScript files are correct. For example, jQuery. Bootstrap 4 relies on jQuery, but Bootstrap 5 doesn't. If using Bootstrap 4, ensure jQuery is included before the Bootstrap JavaScript. Browser developer tools. Use your browser's developer tools, usually opened with F12, to check the console tab. Look for any JavaScript errors related to Bootstrap or jQuery. Errors like jQuery is not defined or Bootstrap's JavaScript requires jQuery indicate a missing or incorrect dependency. Also check the Network tab to see if the Bootstrap.js file loaded successfully. Status code 200 OK. Step 2. Verify HTML structure and attributes. Basic close button *BTN close. This is the essential Bootstrap class that styles the button as a close icon. ARIA label equals close. This provides accessibility for screen readers. Close button in a modal database dismiss equals modal. This is critical for Bootstrap to automatically handle the closing of the modal. The database dismiss attribute tells Bootstrap's JavaScript to close the modal when the button is clicked. It must match the ID of the modal element. If you are using an older version of Bootstrap, it could be data dismiss equals modal. Asterisk close button in an alert asterisk. Asterisk data bs dismiss equals alert, similar to the modal. This tells Bootstrap to close the alert when the button is clicked. This is also critical for Bootstrap to close the alert. Asterisk verify attributes. Asterisk double check that the data bs dismiss attribute is present and has the correct value, modal, alert, etc., based on the element you're trying to close. Incorrect capitalization or typos will prevent it from working. Step 3. Check for JavaScript conflicts. Asterisk disable other scripts. Asterisk temporarily disable any other JavaScript libraries or custom scripts you're using on the page. See if the close button starts working. If it does, re-enable the scripts one by one to identify the culprit that's interfering with Bootstrap. Asterisk console errors. Asterisk examine the browser's console for JavaScript errors that might indicate conflicts. Look for errors that occur when you click the close button. Asterisk event listeners. Asterisk use your browser's developer tools to inspect the close button and see if any other event listeners are attached to it. You might have accidentally attached a custom click handler that's preventing Bootstrap's handler from running. In Chrome Developer Tools, right-click on the button, select Inspect, and then go to the Event Listeners tab in the Elements panel. Step 4. Event delegation for dynamically added elements. If you're adding the close button, or the modal/alert containing it, to the DOM dynamically using JavaScript, you need to use event delegation. This means attaching the event listener to a static parent element, example the document or a specific container, and then filtering the events to target the close button. Asterisk explanation. Asterisk dollar, document, .on, click, .btn close, function, jQuery. This attaches a click event listener to the document. When a click event occurs anywhere in the document, the function will only execute if the clicked element matches the selector. .btn close. This refers to the click.btn close element. This .closest, .modal, hide, finds the closest parent element with the class modal and then calls Bootstrap's modal, hide, method to close it. Asterisk document.add event listener, click, function, event, JavaScript. This attaches a click event listener to the entire document. Inside the event listener, event.target refers to the element that was clicked. The code checks if the clicked element has the class btn close. If it does, it finds the closest .modal or .alert element and either hides the modal, using Bootstrap's modal, hide, method, if using Bootstrap 4 or modal instance.hide, if using Bootstrap 5 and it's a modal, or removes the alert. Step 5, check CSS overrides. Asterisk inspect the button. Asterisk use your browser's developer tools to inspect the close button. Look at the Computed tab in the Elements panel to see all the CSS styles that are applied to the button. Check for any styles that might be preventing clicks, such as asterisk pointer events, none. Asterisk opacity, 0. Asterisk display, none, or visibility, hidden. Asterisk z-index issues, if the button is behind another element. Asterisk specificity. Asterisk if you find any overriding styles, make sure your Bootstrap CSS is loaded before your custom CSS to ensure Bootstrap styles take precedence. You can also use more specific CSS selectors in your custom styles to override Bootstrap styles only when needed. For example, instead of .btn close, use mymodal.btn close. Step 6, check Bootstrap version and documentation. Asterisk documentation asterisk make sure you're referencing the documentation for the exact version of Bootstrap you're using. Bootstrap 4 and Bootstrap 5 have significant differences. Asterisk database dismiss versus data dismiss asterisk Bootstrap 5 uses database dismiss, while Bootstrap 4 used data dismiss. Complete example, Bootstrap 5. Debugging tips. Asterisk simplify asterisk start with the simplest possible example, a basic close button in an alert or modal, and gradually add complexity. Asterisk console logging asterisk add console.log, statements in your JavaScript to track the execution flow and check the values of variables. Asterisk isolate asterisk try isolating the code snippet that contains the close button in a separate HTML file to rule out conflicts from other parts of your project. By following these steps and carefully checking your code, you should be able to identify and resolve the issue with your Bootstrap close button. Remember to be methodical and use your browser's developer tools to your advantage. Good luck.